Late last night, or early this morning for those of you on the East Coast like me, the Oakland Athletics organization reached a preliminary agreement with the city of Las Vegas on a 40-plus acre of land, which is located on Tropicana, the Red Rock area, not far from T-Mobile Arena, where they will build a 35,000-seat baseball stadium that shovels will drop next year, expected to open in time for the 2027 season. On top of that, Oakland Mayor Sheng Thao announced that they're ceasing all negotiations with the organization on the Howard Terminal and any stadium negotiations regarding the Athletics. And long story short, the A's are moving to Las Vegas. It's a done deal. I know there are some people that have optimism that the team will be salvaged, it'll be saved, that this is just preliminary. One as far as saying, and this is a blue check mark who actually is a valid blue check mark. They didn't buy theirs, even though they're getting legacied. But said that he saw the Kings nearly move to from Sacramento to Seattle, and that got stopped. He saw the Giants nearly move to Tampa Bay. That got stopped. There's a big difference, though. I mean, the league was steadfastly against those moves. The league wanted to keep the Kings in Sacramento. They wanted to keep the Giants in San Francisco. Rob Manfred hasn't hid the fact that he wants the A's in Las Vegas, that he's done with this Oakland situation. So I'm going to tell you, it's not dead yet, the Oakland A's in Oakland, but I'm going to put it this way. It's on life support. They're heading into hospice. It's a done deal, especially now that Oakland's mayor has thrown in the towel. They're no longer playing the games. And I don't blame Oakland's mayor. I mean, look, they've put forth their gesture. They've put forth their goodwill. Oakland ownership's waffled. And basically what Oakland's leadership is saying is, look, we're not going to be, after 50 years, your leverage tool for a better deal in Las Vegas. So here it is. Take it or leave it. You've decided to leave it. We're done. Take a walk. Go to Las Vegas. Sayonara. That'll piss some people in Oakland off, I'm sure. But you know what? She made the right move. They did what they could. They put forth several gestures. This isn't the first. This is not the first time the city of Oakland has put forth a proposal that the athletics organization has waffled on. How many times are you going to offer a new house that's not good enough before you throw up your hand and say, piss on it? We're walking. And I don't blame Las Vegas for this at all. This isn't Las Vegas' fault, okay? Las Vegas has proven to be a very, very suitable sports market, a very good sports market. They have embraced the Golden Knights like no one's business. Trust me, hockey is a tough sport for people to embrace here in the United States. People either love it or they don't. We've seen a lot of markets that Gary Bettman has trucked out there not quite embrace it like Vegas has. The NFL has been a smashing success. That's not a surprise. I mean, people generally here in the United States like football. But I'm going to use the Knights as that barrier that Vegas can support sports. Now they're about to get a third team. But this sucks for the city of Oakland. Badly. Badly. This sucks for the A's fans. I mean, Oakland, this will be technically their third sports franchise they've lost in 5 years. You know, now granted, the Warriors won across the Golden Gate Bridge to San Francisco. I don't necessarily know if I consider that a relocation of sorts. But I will tell you, this is the second team they've lost to the city of Las Vegas in less than, 72 months? This sucks. And I know people will sit there and point to 20 years with a stadium deal. I mentioned that earlier, that Oakland has put out offers before. Several offers. Wasn't good enough. Was not good enough. And before you go on and blame the fans, okay, that's bullshit. That is bullshit. These fans have been loyal to this franchise. Very loyal. Talking 50-plus years of history. But eventually, even the most loyal fan is going to grow tired of the uncertainty and the constant turmoil. Picture it. You've got a restaurant you've been going to since you were a small child. New ownership takes over. Strips all the favorite parts of the restaurant that you once knew and loved. They shoot the prices up. They trim down the wait staff. Some of your favorite waiters or waitresses are gone. Some of your favorite cooks are gone. The new staff sucks. It takes you an hour to get a refill if you get one at all. It takes you an hour to get your food, and by the time you get it, it's either burnt to a crisp to where it's unedible, or it's horrendously overcooked to where it's unedible. Then when you ask for help, or when you ask for something, they're rude. They're nasty. That's what Oakland fans have gone through with the A's for a long time now. At least with Billy Beane, with Billy Ball, they were competitive. They were entertaining. But look at what these fans have gone through over the years. And there have been some good times. I mean, those teams in the 70s under Charlie O'Finley, they were a dynasty. They were probably the team of the 70s with Reggie Jackson and Vida Blue and the late Catfish Hunter. There's some great teams in. Then free agency hit, and one by one, those teams began to pare down, get stripped away. It was the beginning of what we saw with Oakland, in those teams. That's just the beginning of what was to come. Then in the late 80s, the Bash Brothers, Ricky Henderson. Although Henderson was there for, a beginning, he wound up being part of Oakland in the 80s. Was an Oakland born and raised guy. Well, he was born in Chicago, but then moved to Oakland. Wound up playing for the A's. Traded to the Yankees for a little bit. Came back to the A's. They got Henderson. You had Dennis Eckersley. So many great players. A couple of World Series trips. I think 1 to 3 straight. Won the Bay Area Series over the Giants. What a feather in the cap that was for them. Always it seemed to be the little brother to the Giants. The Giants were there first, but they won that World Series. Then slowly but steadily, that team got stripped away. Henderson gone again. McGuire gone, given away for literally pennies on the dollar. Canseco gone. Eckersley gone. I mean, this is the shit that the organization has put their fans through. Who remembers the 3 young guns, the 3 young pitchers? You remember them? I mean, unfortunately, they all didn't pan out. Some of them did. Mark Mulder became pretty good, and then they gave him away for nothing. It's just been this recurring pattern for Oakland fans. But they still came. They still came. They still showed up. But eventually, over the years, they got some players with excitement. They gave them excitement. Players like Matt Olson, Matt Chapman. And then they were shipped off for nickels to the dollar. And the fans finally said, to hell with it. Now they're talking about doing a reverse boycott. Show it's not them. If I'm the fans after this news, I would tell the organization to piss off. I would stop going, period. Make that place look like a barren wasteland. It's not going to be open until 2027. Don't be like the Raiders were. Here, you can stay here for a couple years. Get out now. Get the hell out now. That's what I would do. Why wait? You're not using our home for the next 2-3 years. Find somewhere else to play at. You've used us enough. This sucks. It really does. It absolutely is just a kick in the balls. 50 years of history. 4 World Series wins. It does. It's the shits. Not the first time this franchise is relocated. As you guys know, they started out in Philadelphia. Moved to Kansas City for a little bit. We'll say it was less than a decade. Then moved to Oakland. Oakland was their second longest stop off. They were in Philadelphia for, I believe, 50-plus years. Now they're headed to the Sin City. Those wondering what the team will be named, it's going to stay the Athletics. They're not rebranding. Probably, maybe we'll keep, I don't know, they may change their colors. Oakland was the, Oakland and in the end in Kansas City, they were the gold and green. Philadelphia, I believe, was blue and red, I believe. So they may change their colors. They may change up their identity a little bit, but they're still going to stay the Athletics. As for Oakland ever getting a Major League Baseball team again, it's not going to happen. I mean, it won't. The Giants will, basically claim territorial rights, and they can. But this sucks. It truly does. I did a video before I was going to put up a couple days ago about expansion in Major League Baseball. It was two-part of it. One was if Vegas got, didn't get the A's, they were going to be one of the expansion teams. But now it appears Vegas is getting the A's, so I'm going to redo that and put that one up. But my heart does go out to this Oakland A's rabid fan base. They didn't deserve this. Congratulations to Vegas, though. As I said, this is not an indictment on anybody there. You should be excited. You're now a 3-sports town, and you've proven to be very, very loyal, very rabid fans. Hopefully, John Fisher sinks money into this organization now that the stadium deal has been taken care of. That was a big reason why he wasn't putting money into the A's. That was his big bullshit story. Hopefully now he'll start putting money into this team and making them semi-competitive. But that'll wrap it up. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk soon.